Hello my friends, welcome to TWSK Kitchen. I'm so happy to have you all today. So first of all, I want to thank everyone who has been there. Thank you so much. And those who are new, thank you so much for joining our channel. And those who are just watching this for the first time, if it's your first time here, just click the like button and subscribe because you're not going to lose anything, guys. You're going to be gaining. Today, we're going to prepare Koki, okay? Koki, it's very well consumed in Cameroon. And we do it differently from the Nigerians. This is how we prepare this. They do moi moi. It's the same thing, but they don't put oil. Ours, we put oil, we tie in a leaf. It's kind of the same taste, the same ingredients, but slightly different. So Koki is from the Bangi tribe in Cameroon. They consume this as a traditional meal. They do this a lot. They also consume arrow, but this is like staple for them. And this dish we use beans. Black-eyed pea is the most common beans that is used for this dish. We also have a brown beans that you can find in the store that is used for this. Is brown. And also sometimes the beans can peeled. This black-eyed pea can be peeled. You can see that in the store. If you don't want to go about the peeling process. Also, the brown beans for Koki can also be found peeled. But today we're going to peel this together. This is black-eyed pea. This is the main ingredient for this dish. Palm oil. This is the brand of palm oil I use. I have people asking me in the comments, just buy this one. Is working for me so far. And then we have vegetable here. I have spinach that has been chopped. This is what I have at home. If you have fresh spinach, that's fine. Today is a little bit rainy. I don't want to go out, so I'll use that vegetable. Use the spinach, and then we have cubes, salt, habanero pepper, some onion, and we're going to consume this with ripe plantain. You can consume with cocoa yams, unripe plantain, cassava, whatever you want. All like that if you don't want any starch. And then normally we use plantain leaves to wrap, but I don't want to go out anymore. It's really heavy today in Texas, so I'm going to do foil paper and the paper film. All right, so buckle up, stay with me and see how this is done. So the first thing we're going to do is to soak this in warm water. We're going to soak our beans and leave it to stand until it becomes softened. Then we're going to peel the beans. You can use two methods to peel the beans. These beans, you can use a grater to just scrub the beans on top. It's going to peel really fast after it's soaked. Or you can use your blender, or a mixer can also do it. A food processor can do this. So any way you want, but I'm so used to doing it with a grater. It's easy for me. I have a food processor. I can also use that. But for today, let's see what I will do. Any of that, you can peel this really fast as far as it's soaked. Also, you can peel it dry like this before you soak it. But let's soak it first. Any method you want, okay, it works. I mean, so soak the beans. Make sure water covers the beans like this. See, there's a lot of water, and it's warm water. So we're gonna keep that beans there to soak, and then we can go ahead from there. Don't go away. So the next step is to wash our beans. You can see that the beans has been soaked for more than 30 minutes and it's ready to be washed. I've washed it like halfway. What I've been doing is that I just scrub it on this grater like that. It's really easy. It comes out so easily, so it's not something you have to worry. Just scrub it like this. You do that many times and you squeeze it like this, it comes out, and then you put a lot of water and rinse it. So that's what I've been doing. So it's almost clean. I just have few of them that I have to, maybe I'll pick them up, and or I can just keep doing like this. You see, I just do like that, and then I put warm water to be a little bit fuller, and then I rinse it. It's very easy. That's what I've been doing. So it's easy to rinse. Our beans is so clean, you can see. So we're gonna pick any small eye we see, but you see, I'm gonna take this out. See, our beans is clean. So I've just washed our pepper, cut our onion and put there. Now we're about to blend this. We're gonna blend this real quick. Blender is good. I have a Ninja blender, okay? Then I'm gonna boil my plantain while I'm blending my beans. My plantain will be boiling so that by the time my koki is ready, the plantain is ready so I can serve it. So I'm just gonna grind it until it's ready. Then I'm gonna show you the next step. Just keep watching. So you don't have to put too much water. Just a little bit of water is perfect. Don't put a lot of water or else your koki will be too soft and not put together. So just a bit of water is good. So let me show you how it looks like after you blend it like this. Like that. Very well blended. Ninja blender is awesome. So this is the other one I did. So I'm going to transfer it now to my mixer because I want it to be fluffy. Now, if you don't have a mixer, you have a mortar, that's perfect. But I live in the United States. To get a mortar is not a joke. I don't have a mortar. My mortar is really too small. So I'm going to use my mixer. I'm blessed. I have a mixer. But if you don't, use a mortar. That will be fine. So I'm going to use my mixer to make it fluffy because this is where the problem is. If your koki is not fluffy, it's not going to be good. Back in Cameroon, we use mortar. And my mom will have to go many times the same direction with the mortar and the pistol to keep it that fluffiness before you can put oil, vegetable, and the rest. So at this point, your onion is perfect. I've not put salt. I'm going to go ahead and add some salt. Just a little bit of salt because you know if it's more than normal, you're not going to like to eat it. So you're just going to stir this right here to make it fluffy. We're going to stir this until it's really, really fluffy. While that is stirring, I'm going to prepare my pot to cook the koki in it. This is the pot I use to cook my koki. You can see it has a hole where we put water. You can see I'm just going to rinse it and put some water there and get it warm so that I can put my koki. This pot is so good. It helps that the koki does not have water get into it. Because you can see water ends where the holes are. So there's space under. So let's put water in here. Let's rinse the pot first. This is ready. We're gonna put, you can see where my water is. Not really on top, so I don't want it to get into my koki. I've put on my heat and I'm gonna let the pot to warm up. I'm gonna cover this pot to keep warming up while I prepare my koki. You can see how it gets fluffy. It's so fluffy right now. This is so good. I love to use my mixer for this. It's perfect. This is good. I'm gonna bring down my pan and make sure I taste for salt. I'm going to add some cubes and some palm oil right now. Why am I putting it inside here? Because I want the palm oil to be evenly distributed. You can also add the palm oil when you are frying your bundles, but sometimes you open to a bundle of koki, you see some area is whitey, some area is oily. I don't like that. I want it to be even. Back in Africa, we use a mortar and stir it over and over again so that the oil is really mixed with the ground beans. So I'll put 2 cubes of Maggi here and some salt. I'll let it to stir and then we'll see how the outcome will look like. I need a red koki. I don't like a white koki. This is not moi moi, guys. It's koki beans. Okay. This is so fluffy, you can see it. Fluffy. So if you're stirring right now, stir in one direction, anti-clockwise or clockwise direction. So I'm going to go ahead and add my vegetable now. The vegetable will depend on you. Like I said, if you have fresh spinach, that's fine. This is what I have at home, so I'm just going to use what I have. So I'm going to stir in one direction. You can also put the vegetable as you are putting your bundles together, but I want to put it now. It's okay. This is perfect. perfect. You can see I'm stirring in one direction. Your final taste for salt and cubes. I think it's perfect. You don't want to put too much salt right now. If you put it, that's it. You spoil everything. Because when the bundles go to the heat, you can't take it back. Alright, let's start putting our bundles together. So I'm going to use foil paper and paper film. You can see this is my Koki inside my paper film. And my foil is under. And I'm using a deep pan. So I'm just going to tie it. Another way you can do it, another method is to use a plastic bag like this, a zipper bag like this. You're just gonna put it inside, and then you have your foil paper under. So I will seal it and tie it. When you want to tie, you want to leave a little bit of space up so that the Koki can breathe and expand. This is one of the best ways that I do, okay? So because sometimes paper film can tear off, it's lighter, but this is really strong. So I love this method. You can see our bundles getting well steamed up. So just cover the pot, make sure it's well covered, and keep it. This can cook for 1 hour. 1 hour. Make sure you check your water level all the time. It gets dry. You can smell it. You can feel it. Check your pot every 30 minutes. That'll be good. Let's give it 1 hour or 1.5 hours. Perfect.